Well. We appear to be still stuck on the black stick red deck. Welcome back to Balatro with Backpack Brain. It's like a series now. It's a vibe. It's something. Okay, listen. I don't know if I'm a genius or if I'm an idiot for doing this. You know what? Let's try it and let's see if we can one-shot this thing. Now, what would one-shot it? Let's do the max 75 by 4. So we should just go for the highest possible cards that we can muster. I don't know necessarily if we can do it like the way we're doing it now. Okay, welcome back guys, welcome back to Balatro with Backpack Brain. I never usually restart Scum, you know what, it just, the occasion called to me, you know? Let's just get it straight. Okay, well, you know what, if you don't want to give me a straight, then that's okay. We'll play for a flush. We got a heart-based flush. What do we have a lot of? We have a lot of hearts, so we should logically get a heart-based flush here. And then we just, it pans out when it pans out, okay? At the end of the day. 6, 7, 8, 10, we're not quite at the ideal peak form. And as I said that, of course, we get the exact outcome that we desire. What are we looking for? Eternal Joker, Black Stick, difficulty. Something to build off of, something to start us off. This is better than nothing, which I think is a good place to start. Being better than nothing. I would love to double my money, but I don't have that much money, so let's get a bit of value here. Yeah, level 2 flush. I'm about to go back to the old me. And by that I mean we're going to be playing a heart-based flush if we can do so. Of course, when I discard against it, it shows up. But you know what? This should be enough anyway. If one of them hits, it's a one-shot. And that's like exactly the kind of thing that we're looking for. So question is now, what are we building towards? What is our dream? Our dream is to first get money, because money is difficult. It's hard to come by in this day and age. Money. Steal card on the heart, which makes no sense considering we want to play rather than not play, but we'll stick to playing flushes regardless. And we will continue skipping here because we just don't really need to do so. Okay, give me a random joker. First 2 hand size, -1 hands. That's good for flushes actually, so I'm not going to be so mad at that. And why don't we convert some high tier cards to hearts while we're at it. It gives us a lot of chances to go for the dream. Something like this seems good. One trigger is that, let me think about the probabilistic outcome of that. What is one trigger? So 1 in 3 times 2 and 3 to the power of 4. 2 to the power of 4 is 16. 3 to the power of 4 is 81. 16 on 81 times 1 on 3, which is what, 16 on 243. What's the approximate math on that? Let's kind of 15 on 240, which is 1.5 on 24. Now we can multiply that by 4 actually. It's about 60 in 1,000, which is 6% chance. Is my back of the napkin math is checking out on that one, I think. I'm not trying to flex because that's probably wrong, but first hand drawn face down. We discard this way and then we discard this way. And then we just get all the hearts possible. Turns out we didn't even draw a single heart to start with, or we discarded 1 or 2 of them. But that's not a big deal. Not a single one, huh? You wanna give me that much pain? I see how it is. No. You really hate me that much. You wanna see me suffer? I see it. It's understandable, really. Now, if I don't draw a single heart here, I mean, I'm going to lose. This is possible. Okay, it was not possible. Okay, listen. This may be a record for for the most runs. You know what? Free foil joker. That's the dream. And you start me off with a flush, so I can two-shot this boss blind. Well, that was a terribly weak flush, actually. So you know what? Maybe we're gonna be destined to fail after all. 2 flushes and yet 3 hands required. But at least we get the flushes, so we don't need to worry about losing. And we have a free shop next time, so it's not a big deal anyway. Okay, well, apparently we're playing straights, which doesn't really help us much, but we're not in the environment where we can just refuse it. And honestly, we're not in the environment where we can say no to playing this. We just need to play it. So let's play it straight. That seems good. That should be enough. Just about. Where this is just okay. You know what? This is the perfect kind of shop. Define my destiny now. Okay, what do we want to do first? Probably mega first, because we can get like a get spend to 0 situation here. Okay, I don't really want to play towards straight though, because it's really hard to build the deck around a straight. So I'm gonna build the deck around multiple aces instead, and we're gonna hope that that gets us over the line. So how about we turn you lucky, and then we convert you to that, and then I use you so that I have a conversion ready and waiting, and then I hope for another set of conversions coming along. Let's turn in ace special foil. This is kind of the worst one, but I would kill for a polychrome. We didn't get that kind of destiny. It is what it is. Yeah, this works for us. Now, is it going to give me anything? Actually, it barely does, because the power of 4 of a kind is actually so strong. It doesn't even matter necessarily the other stuff we got going on. Accidentally sat on a bunch of dust. It is what it is. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna change my arrangement. My microphone will now sound a bit odd, but it's okay. We're leveling up 4 of a kind. And you know what? We are dedicated towards one thing and one thing only, with 7 aces. So let's stick to our guns here. Play it straight, because it gives us some free molten score. And then we just fish for the best possible. You know what? This is a full house, so am I gonna refuse it? It's gonna get us there. You're not gonna give me any money. It is what it is. I'm looking forward to the lucky card giving me money, but it just never happens. Discarded ace. We're never really gonna be in the position to do so. Although we could just farm money for a moment there, but I'm not into that, you know? Okay, polychrome, I pick it. You're just here for the plus 50 at this point, because you're not giving me the right kind of juice. Show me the aces. You did not show me the aces. Okay, what did I add? I added a 9. Let's see if we can get a bit of strong. You know what? How about you become steel and you become the steel 9, so that we actually have some synergy going on at the very least. We can turn these kings into aces, by the way, no sweat, but it needs to actually happen. The positioning didn't matter in this specific instance, but you know. I'm beginning to worry about the realities of this situation. I think we're failing another run due to my desire to just simply not play into the hands I was dealt, you know? I'm a stubborn guy at this point. If you don't give me the right kind of run, I will just run into a brick wall and try again. That's the beauty of Balatro at the end of the day. And it's the curse of Balatro at the same time. Show me a jack. Show me jack. You know, forget about the jack. Actually, I still have a pretty good chance of drawing the jack now that I think about it, so give me the jack. Okay, well, 2 pairs, basically a jack in hiding. And that's the end of that story. Now, can we get 1 successful run? 0 cost reroll. Yeah. You know what? I'm actually happy to get castled early. And we'll even buy a full card. You know what? We use the reroll. Discard a diamond. Oh, wait, this is a straight up. I was wondering, like, what do I discard to make a straight here? That is a straight. You idiot. Okay, full house potential. What do we have? It's doable, but it's not easy. I think nothing accentuates it more than the fact that we didn't get it in the first place, but we shouldn't be in much of a huge risk to fail. Although, that being said, that doesn't seem like a likely outcome. How many 10s? We have 1 10. This looks bad no matter how I shake it. So where am I gonna go with this? What's the probabilistically correct play? Hoping this is actually probably the best play, because if you play 4 and you draw. Yep, okay, well, we got very lucky there. Exactly what we needed to draw ended up being drawn. So we're not actually dead in the mud or in the water or any other euphemism for being finished. I would love to get some sort of upgrade. Sure. Pair upgrade, don't mind if I don't, to be fair, but I don't feel like the food is exactly what I'm gonna use that on. Playing makes sense because you can get boosted up. And I understand this is not the strongest possible way to play this game. But if the castle can pop off, it could actually be very reasonable strategy. What do we... Only 1 more spade should be doable. Okay, or club rather. We almost had a straight flush, which would have been an absolute banger hand, but you know. Sure. It's not the most glamorous way to win, but if we're gonna have to play pairs, we'll have to play pairs at the end of the day. Could have even used this as an emergency cash out method, but we literally got $0 for that, so all we did was upgrade our castle at the cost of nothing. Well, risking the defeat. You could say that's a cost. What do you want? Hard discards? I can give you that. Let's play here. Give me some hearts to discard. Not quite what I was asking for, but you know what? If the outcome is favorable, I'm not going to complain so much about it. Not very many spades, but only 1 needed to be drawn, and we did draw it, so... At the end of the day, it's just enough. We're scraping by. And I need money. $5 won't get me... $5? Ooh, an eternal high car. Okay, hold on. 2,000 is difficult, and we don't really. We can't afford it. So we need a level flush. Yes, exactly what my thoughts were. We need something to be stronger because we're gonna get moat on the chips here, but we just need something to get the moat up. And the chips were not. That was not what our issue was in that specific instance. You know what I mean? Oh wait, I can even do this. This is actually exactly what I need to do. That's why I brought it up, and I didn't even do it that way. Of course, it would be nice to get the upgrade immediately, but that's already putting you in a strong position here. We're gonna be playing for flushes. Neither of these are necessarily all that good. How about we play it like this, and then we just hope for the best. What else makes sense? It's basically the worst version of the flush that we've been playing this whole time, so there's no reason to refuse it, especially because it helps us win. Now, Spectral Pack could help us. The run-defining Spectral Pack. Enhanced phased cards versus destruction of cards. We don't really want to destroy cards. I'd rather add good cards. It's not the best idea, but we're still very struggle. We are big struggling. You want me to discard clubs? Your wishes might command. Weird hand. No, why? It's just a bunch of. Why? I shouldn't have that many hearts in my deck in the first place, so I don't know why it's giving me all of them, but. Okay, a lot of spade. And a lot of diamond. So maybe. Bank on the spade rather than the diamonds. It's a pair. It's not completely over. But I think this is actually where this run out also ends. Oh, never mind. I underestimated the fact that we have a lot of chips on this guy right now. We actually need to buy this. I hate to do it, but I literally cannot afford anything else. This is molt. Desperately required molt. So, you know. What is it? Something gift horse mouth? Like this makes sure we don't lose. We're in the losing position right now. You know what? I was gonna say, let's not reduce the chance of our future victory by missing out 3 chips on a castle. We're so close to winning, so why not just win? We actually need the money. Golden Joker will save us. Since we're playing anyway, this is like a perfect synergy. Play 1 hand type. I see absolutely no problem with this. I will now play the flush that we will be playing this entire time. Discarded clubs. This makes sense. We discard you just for the purposes of getting an extra little chip on our castle. That's the point of Balatro. This is a micro optimization that really gets you going. Okay. Convert cards to hearts. We are kind of flush focused. I would rather get 2 more clubs and or spades. Well, they don't really synergize with each other necessarily. And how about a steel heart, steel king or whatever? I don't know. This is $25. We need to survive. We need to play like a flush every single time, I think. What do you need us to discard? Club? Sure, discard a club, play some flushes. 4,000, 3 hands. We can do it if we play a flush every single hand. Which we can do with the right mindset. There's 1 more. We even get a bit of a doubling with this Queen of Spades over here. Right time to do a conversion. I'm not going to do all 3. I'm just going to convert 2. Because it's just enough, and we don't want to mess up our synergy too much because we don't know where we're going with it necessarily. And then we get even 1 hand to spare. Beautiful, I tell you, it's beautiful. Yeah, you're Eternal, so I'm not picking you up because that's just 15 mo. 3 of a kind. So the rest of these are kind of mid. This is at least 10 mo in the bag. Now you are scaling, so I'll pick you up. And this is just money in the bank. It's a lot more mo than we've been used to so far. Now, do we run the risk of just straight up losing? I will say maybe it's time to play a full house. Seems appropriate, and then we can play a flush later if it so calls. We've been getting blessed with the. If we can win without ever having to play the hand that's been winning us this whole. How are we getting so many full houses? What's the deal with this? Also, hold on. While we're here, just to use it and not mess up our synergies. That was one of the most blessed fights I've ever had. We were fully relying on flushes and we just didn't need to end up playing any of them. An extra discard. Perfect. It's just synergistic. Doubling money out of everything here. I would rather just get more money and re-up everything that we've been doing so far. We'll buy you because that's moat in the bag. That's a glass card which we've been missing. Now, can we afford to do that? I don't think so. This is too... We should be discarding cards anyway. So let's discard cards. Wherever possible and practical, discarding cards just makes sense. As does playing flushes, so... Okay, listen, if my glass cards can stop breaking, they'll be very much appreciated, but... Better odds of getting a flush of diamonds, so let's focus on that route, and we've been blessed. I don't think that this is a guarantee, so I'm gonna play anyway. And would you look at that? We got some $2 out of it. Can I get an upgrade on my flush, please? Nope. Okay, well. We're going to be playing 3 of a kind as an alternate hand. We may as well level it up a little bit. Just turn something into a glass card. Doesn't really matter what. Do we want to pivot to a heart-focused deck? What do you want me to discard? Diamonds? I can do that. After this hand I just got gifted. Let's do a bit of conversion. Let's see if we can pivot towards playing a lot of hearts. Because that could be a neat way to go. Five, 6, 7, 8. We nearly had a straight flush. But it's enough to get where we are now. We don't have any scaling in our jokers though, which is the problem. Apart from this, which is really slow. We're at the point where we need to start upgrading our cards themselves. Money doubling is great up until a point, you know what I mean? But we don't have all eggs in one basket. We are still kind of diversification central. It seems worth it to me. Okay, there we go. It's a fairly decent hand. My problem is now what do I do? It's hearts, it's spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds, as I recall it. So this should not be any hearts discarded. And this should not be a flush discarded. And this should be a flush. Here we go. Is it just me or is that card not moving? Which would, what does that imply? So this should also, like, more likely than not, be a non-heart card. And that was a spade that we just, okay, well, we know that we have no flush here. So we may as well play this. And now we have no choice but to play this, because this can't be a heart, and this could be a heart. But it was a pair, which wasn't enough. You know what? Sometimes life is about heartbreak. And life is about the black stake actually being kind of hard, although it actually was not the black stake that caused us the difficulty. It's actually the fact that the base deck is kind of doesn't get you anywhere. You get one extra discard. What does it get you in life? There's no special ability. There's no one extra hand, which is money in the bank. It's based on luck, and sometimes you're just not lucky. Anyway, this is Backpack. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, to the interaction. Yeah, the link's in the bio. Enjoy the major, which should be happening as you watch this. If you watch as it's uploaded, enjoy.